So this was the episode I think that most people seem to really like. It's because you saw more things coming together. You also had the dramatic ending part. What I like about this episode is something that I kind of wanted them to get more into, and I think they get into more now, is that even the villains have much more of a complex thing. It's like no one's really just a villain. You kind of understand, not necessarily that I agree with what U.S. Agent did, you understand how that character works. And there's a really smart moment with John Walker before the incident at the end, where you see that he is talking to his friend Battlestar, and he's saying how if he had the super soldier thing, what would have happened in Iraq would have never happened, and he could have saved all those people, and how that really like gnawed at him basically. But we understand like what really bothers him is losing people who are his friends. That personally upsets him. When we see what happens when Battlestar is killed, it makes sense because they set that up correctly. Now it is in the same episode, and I think this episode almost works individually, whereas the other episodes sort of worked as a whole. This one works almost as a piece unto itself within that, which I think was smart. Because if you didn't have that moment right before, if it was like 2 episodes ago, it wouldn't represent as much. But having us understand John Walker, I think made that moment more prevalent, because you knew as soon as you saw Battlestar go down what that represented to him. And I think that made it scarier and powerful in ways that was kind of very disturbing. But I like that they did that because it seems like Marvel's sometimes very good at making you understand, like Thanos, like Loki or so forth. More so Thanos, I guess. Understanding like why they do something, and it kind of makes it a little more thought out. There are sort of narrative problems with like fully getting into the 5-year gap thing, fully getting into things of that nature. I liked when the Dara Milaje, I think, showed up. That sequence was great. I also like that John Walker was really upset that they could just kick his ass. I thought that was like hilarious, and I think there was a bit of a power play, like, wait, they can just do that, but I'm America. I'm like, they're Wakanda, dude. Like, you're not like. And this also shows, I think, what's going on with Falcon kind of plays underneath a lot of it, because Winter Soldier, we're understanding his psyche. Zemo, we already sort of know that. John Walker, we're understanding his psyche, but Falcon, we're not seeing that. But they're kind of, at first I was very critical of it, because it's like, why are we understanding the inner psyches of everyone but Falcon? But Falcon, we see him talking to the Flag Smashers, we see him trying to reach out to people in a way, showing what works about Anthony Mackie's character. Anthony Mackie plays it perfectly, and it feels like he's always even if the writing feels like it's not building towards it, he is building towards it, and I think it works a lot better in that way. I like how the Turkish delights play into this. Turkish delights are not good. Like, Edmund had bad taste in candy. Everyone should know that. But I did like that kind of callback to Lion, Witch, and Wardrobe, because I really like that character. The other thing I think this shows is how things can go wrong without a strong symbol, a strong leadership, which obviously they don't have without Captain America. But it also shows how ineptitude leadership is really what falters, because John Walker comes in as like rah rah America, like Falcon, Winter Soldier are being respectful. They're not like showing off the whole time. They're not like showing the wings off. Like they just like normal people on the street. And John Walker shows up in Captain America guard, doesn't understand anyone who can beat him, all this stuff. And it's sort of just a whole, like it kind of questions America, and more so in this, and is a little more subversive than I think the show you expect it to be, and particularly how it's using it. And that end shot where he's holding the bloody shield, showing the negative that he could do, but it also shows, if you look at how many times Steve would give up the shield because he felt that he wasn't worthy of it and things like that, which also goes into, I think, Falcon, because Falcon questions himself as a leader, whereas John Walker doesn't. I think the best leaders should be the ones who question their own leadership and don't just accept that they should be leaders because they are American, which is John Walker, which is ultimately why he's so insecure about himself, because I think he knows he should question himself. Anyway, that's what I thought of Falcon and Winter Soldier this week.